Welcome to Just Jeff on Life. Today's topic, point to ponder, is what will be your legacy? Now, I understand, because I've been asking a number of people, most people associate legacy with money. What am I leaving behind? Am I going to build a library or leave enough money behind for a library? I like to think of legacy as being how is the world different for my having been here? Now, it will be affected in some way. It either can be affected passively by me simply living through it. I propose it also could be affected intentionally by me having intention around what it is that I'm doing. Am I fulfilling my purpose, a purpose? So am I doing something to be intentional around affecting the world for when I'm gone? It will be different for me having been here than having not. Now, the world is different for all of us having been here if we have no intention around our actions and behaviors, just by simply passively living through. I have spent over the last roughly 2 years, I've been beginning to ask people near and at retirement, those who are retired, and I must say I'm a little surprised to find no answers. Few people have thought specifically around. Now, of the ones I have asked, right, this isn't a scientific study, I haven't asked thousands of people. But in my life, in the life of the people that I have come in contact with, I've begun to ask these questions, and no one's thinking about it. I would propose that we consider who we are in our world, what are our gifts and abilities that we can offer to the world and affect. Now, I tend to think of them as being the creative aspects of who we are. Maybe it's our work skills, it could be all kinds of things. But what is our legacy? What is it that we are? And I would propose that we do this with intention. Now, for artists, I think there is a particular challenge of doing the work to make our art presentable to the world and risking sending it off, birthing it into the world. There's a lot of fear in that, but that is our gift to the world, right? Imagine those who never made music, never made movies, never made their art, never wrote their books. Think of the lives, the people that they have affected by going through the work, the risk, the courage of at many times to do that. Now, there are many more examples than those simply attached to art or creativity. But that to me is a very good example. What will be your legacy? And it doesn't have to be huge. Legacy could simply be that you fostered pets, dogs. Legacy could simply be that you took in caring for the elderly person next door with no one knowing, with no grand fare or a child, right? But knowing that this is who you are and offering that to the world and understanding that has impact on the world. The world is better in essence for having done that. Now, that's not everybody's gift. That's not necessarily my gift, being hospitable and empathetic. So I don't need to have guilt over that isn't what I'm doing. And there are those who are going to do great and big and grand things, and there are those who are going to do smaller things. I know people working, I'm going to be vague on purpose, but I know people who have worked their program, and that could be any number of things, and now are working in the program to help others who are coming through the program. They may never see grand fruit of their work, but they are doing the work. In my mind, that is a legacy. They are affecting the lives of others, and there is intention in being in that space, because they could easily move out of it, go somewhere else. They could probably see more frequent reward, probably better and bigger paychecks, but this is the work that they've chosen to do. Now, I'm going to fall short of coming up with all of many examples, and unfortunately, I'm probably not going to come up with enough examples to elicit some thoughts in your minds if you're not thinking specifically art or the few that I have given. But to that end, do you consider what is your legacy? What will it be? And it most likely is simply going to be you being you. There's a passion, something deep inside of you that you feel like you have as a gift to the world. And again, it doesn't have to be, and it may not even be big, but it's going to be greater than leaving it unwrapped, unwritten, sitting on a desk, sitting on our mind, not put out into the world. All right, Just Jeff on Life. Those are my thoughts. Today's thought to ponder. And what is your legacy?